Okay, so I got a question. Do you believe in right person, wrong time? Because I know I've heard so many people talk about this. I've even had people I've dated in the past say this to me. And I wanted to know what y'all thoughts were about it. Because me personally, absolutely do not believe in right person, wrong time. And I'm going to tell you why. So some years ago, I ended up in a situation where pretty much I almost died. I had to have a surgery, and to some degree was kind of life-changing. It was definitely an experience. However, that experience made me realize how short life is and how much we need to value our time here and value the people around us for the most part. My thing is when it comes to dating, right? To me, now that I am older and I've been through that experience, if someone were to say right person, wrong time, I'm looking at them like, okay, bet. So what you saying is
you not ready to commit.
Which to some degree is true. Or maybe you got other stuff going on that you want to handle, but for whatever reason, you don't want to go through that journey with me. And that's fine. But don't expect me to wait for you while you go. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's so interesting because when I look back at situations I was in and with people I dated in the past, I even explained to some people that I've had guys date me and then they would end up coming back, and after we broke up they would end up popping back up. When I was like younger, way younger, I would acknowledge it, but then after a period of time I'm like, acknowledge it for what? It's just gonna waste my time, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, some people may want to come back to rekindle stuff, but for the most part I just assume people are bored and don't got nothing else going on for them. No offense to anybody who does stuff like that, but I don't know. I just think it's very interesting how people can say right place, wrong time, and some of them will really be thinking that they can pick up where they left back off with you years later. When to me, my perception is I would assume you are a different person at this point of time in life. And I would assume that you know that, let's say you pop back 5 years, 10 years later from talking to me, I would assume that you know that I'm a different person too. It is a variety of stories I could share with you guys about how certain people I dated in the past or exes I've dated in the past have popped back up. And I would just be looking like, one, I would be like, did you forget what happened between us? Because, you know, some people will disappear and they will think, well, so much time has passed, they probably over it, we can rekindle something. People bored, they lonely. And I know most people do not know, specifically because I don't really, well, people on Twitter know, but I have a fiance and everything. Most of the people that I talk to are blocked on social media. Practically, I believe every person I've ever dated for real is blocked on social media. To me, it's just so baffling when people reach out to me via email and they hit me up and they want to talk or they trying to see what I got going on. I do not acknowledge. I do not open. I delete. Simply delete. And I do have some friends where they'll be like,
you know, it's okay to keep people there that you used to talk to so that they know you're doing good.
And I'm like, girl, I do not care. I do not care. Plus, I don't want them to ever think they got an opening. I just feel like wrong place, wrong time is such a cop-out concept because you need to explain why you were saying this. Like, what is the reason? Are you saying right person, wrong time because you don't have the money or funds to support me and you want to get to a point where you can support your wife and your household? Or are you saying right person, wrong time because you want to be out here in the street being a whore? Please explain this, because I feel like a lot of times it was probably one person where I could say they probably weren't trying to be a whore for the street. All the other ones I would be like, yeah,
y'all were trying to be out here being loose in the street,
and you probably expected me to still be around after you got that audio system. I wait on nobody but Jesus, okay? Because life is too short, you have one life to live. I do not believe in the concept because what if you talking to somebody and you like right person, wrong time and you thinking, oh, I'm gonna come back to them. Oh, they died in their sleep. Like, or something happened to them. You never know. Life just happens. It's just so baffling to me that people will say this with a whole straight face and you kind of just be looking at them. Life goes, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the factor that people change. People become different people. Some people become better, some people become worse. Some things affect them, change them in life that make them better or worse people, because you know people be a product of their environment, both as youths and as adults. Sometimes things can change. So you may be thinking, ooh,
you know, maybe we could get back together in the future.
5 years later pass, and then you end up seeing them again. They let themselves go. Or they could be a completely different person where they went through some traumatic stuff. They got PTSD. If you gonna be with somebody, you need to be with them where you gonna grow with them, where you gonna go through whatever issues in life you gonna go through, but y'all gonna be each other's support system. Y'all gonna make it through life. Y'all gonna have fun together, share life together, live, laugh, cry together, enjoy experiences in life together. And that's how I feel when it comes to my fiance, because it was no second guessing with that man. It was just, he showed me it is what it is.
I like you, I want you, I'm gonna pursue you, and you gonna be my wife.
And it wasn't any anxiety that I felt. Like, I did a whole story, like kind of a story time video about that earlier in my YouTube videos. I'll link it. But it is just a completely different experience within dating people who were fickle, who were wishy-washy, didn't know what they want. They couldn't even bring me flowers, couldn't even plan a date, versus being with somebody that clearly shows me that they want me, shows me that they want to take me out, want to plan things, want to plan for the future, buy the house. You know, it's like, it's just being with somebody that truly wants you hits completely different. I'm going to tell you right now. There is no right person, wrong time. It is simply you and me right here and now, forever, till we tap out of life. It is literally as simple as that. And I feel like anybody who is like right person, wrong time, they just not ready for you. They not ready for no commitment. They not ready for something serious. And that's okay. But I hope they understand that you might meet somebody else and that ship may be done sailed and it'll be their own fault. But that's just my personal thoughts about it. What do y'all think about right person, wrong time? Do you think it's actually a thing? Do you think it's okay if people do it? Have you ever said that to somebody before? And, you know, what was your reasoning behind it? Were you actually trying to get yourself together? Or was it because you were not ready for something serious? Let me know in the comments down below. But make sure you guys check out my other chit chat videos. I'll be seeing you guys really soon. So stay blessed, stay positive.